My main objective, Madam Speaker, is to see a more vibrant, robust and world-leading agricultural sector, which should be contributing to a greater share of the country's GDP. And this, Madam Speaker, is at least by 25%. This goal needs to be supported by a clearly documented food security strategy, focusing on research and development, the reduction of imports through import substitution, and an increase in exports by improving traditional produce such as refined sugar, cocoa, coffee, and other non-traditional products such as sea island cotton, castor oil beans, and bamboo. A less volatile foreign exchange market will result in reduced cost of agricultural inputs, leading to a more favorable environment for farmers to produce and ultimately be of great benefit to the consumers at the end of the supply chain through reduced food prices. Madam Speaker, in 2020, Jamaica imported 6.23 million kilograms of Irish potatoes, an increase of 101% over the 3.1 million kilograms imported in 2019. Cabbage imports were up 19% to 49,000 kilograms, and tomatoes. Whilst our imports increased considerably, our local farmers, as we all saw on the television, were being forced to feed their tomatoes to pigs because of the fact that there was no market for this crop. And they had some farmers in recent times who had to be giving away their cabbages. This is the new face of imported food. I want to make it clear, Madam Speaker, that the increased imports cannot be attributed to the pandemic, as this has been a consistent feature since 2017. Madam Speaker, Jamaica is heading in the wrong direction because we are relying more and more on imported food. It's not sustainable, not only because of the cost of these imports, but because these items can be easily grown by Jamaican farmers. I am hereby proposing that an import substitution strategy be formulated with a view to slashing the value of imports in half over the next 5 years. Strategic marketing and production plans should form a part of the effort to prevent market oversupply, as there is always great potential, Madam Speaker, for agro-processing to add value by converting the items such as tomatoes into tomato paste, a simple example. Madam Speaker, RADA must provide greater support to the farmers by focusing less on farm road repair and maintenance, and should leave these matters to agencies better equipped to deal with them. RADA's focus should instead be on its core mandate to provide technical assistance and guidance to the farmers. It should be focused on guiding the farmers on issues surrounding the crops for which supply is inadequate, and ensuring that supply is met internally, thereby reducing the need for the imports of the nature referenced earlier. Madam Speaker, the National Irrigation Commission needs to immediately conduct an assessment of the current irrigation network across all parishes. The main focus of the objective, Madam Speaker, should be to determine the long-term viability of maintaining irrigation canals, and should also explore the use, and I'll reiterate again, microdams. It's very important to look at the usage of microdams. Data provided by the government shows our imports are four times, Madam Speaker, greater than the value of exports. This is a great concern to us as opposition, because what it means in simple terms is that we're buying 4 times more than the value of produce we grow and sell overseas. And the new face of food, Madam Speaker, should not be concerned with public relations, but focus on real policies, incentives, and a framework for agricultural profitability. Given the abundance of underutilized and arable lands, the government should be looking for non-traditional crops to fill the gap. The time has come for Jamaica to take a different and more forward-thinking approach to how our fisheries sector is managed. We cannot continue to treat the fisheries portfolio as the poor cousin of the Agriculture Ministry. The development of a robust blue economy is critical to any food security strategy and should not be overlooked. Jamaica, Madam Speaker, for agriculture does not need a new face of food. Jamaica needs a new deal to produce food for the markets and dinner tables. Jamaica needs a new social contract with farmers that removes the burden of production. We need a new attitude of boldness and decisive action. We call for a new deal, Madam Speaker, not a new face of food, that must offer opportunities for farmers to become entrepreneurial in their initiatives.